We are
Memorex.
live. Hello. Howdy out there, Obsidian Phoenix Crocy.
That's a long name.
Who else? Nope, no one else. No one else in the chat. We got two people
Nobody
watching.
ever anywhere.
Combined forces.
We don't care.
That's fine. We're okay.
Unknown forces. All right, guys, we're running a little bit late, so we're going to get this thing rolling. If I can clear my stuff out of my
Calendar.
lungs.
Stuff.
Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is Case 14, Hypnos and Chicken Butts. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu, a role-playing game filled with cosmic horror, existential dread, and a ticking grandfather clock looming at the end of a darkened hallway your parents told you to stay away from, lest the rats who nested within ventured forth to snatch you inside, where they'd gnaw on your flesh for time eternal.
I'm hungry.
Like chicken McNuggets.
Yeah.
Your investigators of the unknown are Gabe as Roy.
I'm getting some work done around the old cavern.
That's what he says when he gets a nose job.
Ooh.
I've had quite a few.
Matt as Rocky.
On tonight's episode of Now That's What I Call Lovecraft Tapes, Volume 37.
What happens?
Oh. And now Matt drives the bang bus. No.
Hey, don't insult the bang bus. It pays well, okay?
And Brian as Pippa.
Don't say anything. I'm only on episode 34.
Yeah. Welcome back, players. How is everybody doing tonight? How are you?
Good.
I'm alive.
Just me, though.
Just you. I guess I can
Just
get
me.
out of studio mode on this fucking thing so I can see you. There we go. I can see you guys all. Nice. So, Matt, were you working late tonight?
Yeah. You know, in the world of retail, sometimes shit just goes sideways.
I have been out of retail for about 25 years, so I really don't remember anything about that.
Lucky you.
You ever been in a store?
No.
You ever go side?
It's COVID, sir.
That's true.
I'm sorry, what? No, that's over. Didn't you hear?
Oh, shit. Yeah. Hey,
Now it's
Crossy,
monkeypox.
how's it going? Yeah. Trust me.
Yeah.
It's not over till it's over. You know what I'm saying? Well, guys,
So it's not
a
over?
few days ago, I saw someone post a poll on Twitter asking what everyone's favorite bagel is.
Ooh.
And why is it everything bagel? Now,
Hey.
I've come to appreciate everything bagels, but I didn't really dig them when I was younger. So, two questions for you.
Yes.
First, what's your favorite bagel flavor? And give us a backstory on why. And second, what's a foodstuff that you despised as a child, but you like now?
I got it.
All right, Brian, start us off. What's your favorite bagel and why?
It's not food.
My favorite bagel is no, I actually like it's like a caramel crunch bagel because I like sweet in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the actual name of it is, but I like that with the what kind of cream cheese is that? It's like a buttercream
Okay.
cream cheese. And you can get it from one of the coffee shops here that they always get donuts at the place I work, or bagels at the place I... Oh, it's a donut. That's why. No.
Ah, shit. So why is that your favorite, though?
Just because it's really sweet and sugary. I have a huge...
No backstory on that?
Sweet tooth. Nope.
Like first
Never
time you
had one until I
encountered it?
started working there 16 years ago.
There you go. So
Back when I was 9.
16 years ago, you walked into the shop and...
I walked into the main office and they said, "Hey, we've got bagels." And I'm like, "I'm not a big bagel guy." And I popped in there and I'm like, first, they're this big. They're huge. Big as my face. and it had like a sugary. It's almost like caramelized sugar on like a caramel on top of it, but crunchy.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I'll take this. I didn't think I'd eat it.
Did you get like a sugar rush?
Got a dab of the cream cheese, the sweet cream cheese, and scurried back to my shop. And then tried it. It was freaking amazing. I went and got 2 more. So every time they have bagels,
Awesome.
I think it was Einstein Bagels that had them.
Sure. Yeah, that's a great place. So what's a something that you hated as a kid but you dig now?
Beets.
Beets. Okay. Yeah.
I hated beets, but here's the reason why. My grandmother, when I was a child, pickled her own beets, and she wasn't good at pickling anything. So it tasted
Except
like
herself.
It tasted like dirty water and dirty socks. Is what they tasted
sure.
like. So,
But now you're cool.
But now you can get pickled beets that are good. My mom actually has a good recipe, and hers are amazing. So,
And ironically, it's the same recipe as your grandma. So
nope, no dirty socks in those.
all right, Matt and Gabe, you guys got a story about your bagel?
That
Tell me
sounds
about your
wrong.
bagel hole.
I want to hear about your bagel. I'm gonna pat it a little.
I have a very simple answer for what my favorite bagel
Sure.
is. It's a plain bagel.
Plain bagel.
Because I can do anything to it I want.
Oh,
Nice. So you like the accoutrements.
Yeah, if I have cheese, I can make it a cheese bagel. If I have chocolate, I can make it a chocolate bagel. I live a sandbox style life.
GTA up in this motherfucker.
I don't like to be
Building with
told
bagels.
no.
Nice. And how about a childhood hatred that has turned into like, I kind of like it.
As a kid, I didn't like leeks, and I think it's just because I was an asshole, and I don't think I ever tried them because now I just eat leeks a lot. Like I really just
Like raw.
Yeah, I do.
They're good for you.
Yeah, I like a leek.
Antioxidants, baby.
Why do I gotta pee all the time though? It's weird.
I always have to
taking a
leak.
But yeah,
All right.
I think I was
Say it,
just
Matt.
a stubborn kid.
Say it.
I get it. Matt, how about
There's
you?
a leak in the boat.
Bagel, or do you not like bagels? I don't know.
No, my favorite bagel I can't get anymore because it came from a bagel shop over on your side of the state when I was up at Kalamazoo. There was a bagel shop over there that sold a really great like onion bagel. That had like the little crunchy pieces of onion just baked into the top, and it was just ever so like savory. And then you hit that with a little bit of cream cheese, and you get like the savory from the onion, and you get like the sweet from the little bit of cream cheese, and that thing was amazing.
Nice. Nicely done. And how about childhood hatred, but you dig it now?
Brussels sprouts. I mean, that's just kind of every kid hates that. But now that I'm older, I'd toss them with some maple syrup and a little balsamic vinegar, and then slow roast them in the oven and top them with like a little Parmesan cheese, and that stuff is like
Yum.
yeah,
That caramelization.
amazing.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I always loved Brussels sprouts.
Me too. I've always liked them too.
I'm with Matt. I did not care for them initially, but I love them now, of course. But that's not my childhood thing.
Liar.
So my favorite bagel is cheddar jalapeno, and there's a very specific reason for this. I had it back at MSU for the first time, walking to a bagel shop that was across from the dorms where I was staying. And walked in there, and I was like, "What the hell is this bright orange with flecks of green?" And I like spicy food; I always have, and that hit the mark for me. But I will say that I came into my own up in Grand Rapids because there is no better hangover cure than an egg, cheese, sausage, jalapeno, cheddar bagel in the morning.
Zima.
Because all of that, the grease and the bread and everything, like sops up anything that you did the previous evening.
Yep.
And it was like a magical miracle cure when I worked at a hand warmer company in Grand Rapids. So yeah,
You just would take hands and go.
it's beautiful, man.
There you
And
go,
my childhood hatred was mustard. I hated mustard.
Really?
I always hated mustard. There was one time where we were supposed to go to a 4th of July celebration firework display, and we had hamburgers for dinner and had mustard on my hamburger. And Dad said, we're not leaving until you eat that hamburger with the mustard on it. And I sat
we're
there.
not leaving.
I sat there and it got cold, and we never went. Because I hated mustard so much.
They're still there to this day.
Yes, still there to this day. I did not eat it, but I love mustard now in all its forms. Like we have 4 or 5 or 6 different types of mustard in the cabinet or the fridge. I love it all. Yep. So that's
Jeremy
the weirdest thing.
Mustard gas confirmed.
Exactly.
Once a month or so, maybe not that often, I'll do like 3 or 4 different sausages and just the sausage on a plate, and I'll dip it in 4 or 5 different mustards.
Yes.
So good.
So good. Okay, so that's that. Listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi or tell us what you hated as a kid and love now, drop us a letter from beyond on our website at lovecrafttapes.com. Just click the contact us and drop us something. We really appreciate it. We don't have any fresh letters to read tonight, unfortunately. It's been kind of a dry patch here, but hopefully we can get some in the future. Now, this show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. So thank you very much to everybody, some folks in the chat here. Appreciate all the support. Yeah, Jordy Rose. Actually, Jordy Rose is top, so amazing. All right, guys. Well, before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. So let's hop into Roll20 and roll some dice.
I'm already in there.
Las dices. I rolled a 16. Gabe rolled an 89. Matt rolled a 35. And Brian rolled a 31. So Gabe is selling to me.
What are you selling him?
Let's do it.
Hey, you.
Yeah. Well, my name's Johnny, not hey you, but hi. Are you my friend now? My mom said not to talk to friends who aren't real friends and strangers, but, moms can be wrong sometimes. That's what Dad says.
We are no longer strangers, as I have addressed you.
We're friends to the end?
Yes.
My name's Johnny. What's your name?
Salesman.
Is that ethnic?
Yeah, I'm from South Poland.
That tracks. I don't know anything about the European states or whatnot, but
that gamble usually pays off.
Is now the time I get into your van? I don't really. How does this go?
Why don't you climb on in here and I'll
this is quite roomy. Is that a waterbed back there?
Yeah, it really moves as you hit the bumps.
I like it. It's got a meatloaf duvet cover.
Well, I mean, come on, you can't.
Is that Bat Out of Hell? Oh, I said hell. My mom said not to say hell.
Well, especially since it's Bat Out of Hell 2.
Oh, that's even better. But I wouldn't do that, though. I'm just letting you know, ground rules.
Not that?
Not that.
Well, I figured that you were the kind of guy who wouldn't do that.
Well, what's in the cooler over there?
Well, I could tell from looking at you, John, that you're a big mustard guy.
I really like mustard. It's tangy, but it's also a little spicy, and it kind of gives me gas.
Well, what if I were to say that I have a new type of mustard that is tangy and spicy and doesn't give you gas?
That cannot exist in this reality.
Well, that's because you've never had this mustard.
I'll take your word for it. Yeah, can I try a sample?
You can have a tip of your finger's worth.
All right, just a tip. Here we go. Oh, it's
enough.
Cold. Okay, just how many inches should I put it in?
Oh.
No, you do not want to do more than your tip, or you'll have dire consequences.
Oh, okay. All right, just the tip. All right, and now I'll take the tip and the tip of my tongue, and oh, that's lovely. What is that?
It's special South Poland mustard. That's not from hell. It's from South Poland.
I've never heard of mustard, but that sounds amazing. It's very ethnic.
True. As we established, you don't know anything about Poland.
This is true. Yeah, my dad has some things to say about Poland, but I don't really listen to him anymore because my mom, she takes care of me now, and we live apart. That's what she says.
Well, she sounds smart. As long as you like her, she sounds smart.
She could be a little bit of a pain, but you know what?
That's just what I was thinking.
She doesn't like mustard so much, so I kind of have to buy it on the streets.
Well, let me tell you, with this mustard, this will last you a while because if you have any more than you had just now, you'll regret it. So make sure you'll be just having it a fingertip at a time, so it'll really last you.
Oh gosh, this will last forever. Okay, well I just got my allowance. I took out the garbage. I got 25 cents. I raked the lawn. I got 35 cents. That's 60 cents.
Well,
I do math.
What if I were to tell you that you don't have to give me any money for this at all?
What do I have to give you?
You just have to sign this contract.
Oh.
Do you have any open wounds?
Do scab D's count? I fell off my skateboard.
Well, if you pick at the scab, we'll be able to use it.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's okay. Yep, it's oozing now.
All right, now dip this. If you sign your contract in that ooze, and you'll be able to have this mustard. And really, all you'll have to do is be my friend and my boss's friend forever.
Okay, I'll just dip. Oh, just a tip. Just a. And okay, there. Sign my name, John E. No relation to Wall E, by the way.
Where do you know Johnny B?
Good.
Good.
Cheeks.
All right. Well, the mustard is yours. Like I said, do not ever have more than a fingertip full, or you will direly regret it, and everyone that you have ever known will pay the consequences for it.
I'm
And
sorry,
don't
what?
eat it after. Oh, I'm gonna get out of here because, I've known you.
Goodbye, friend.
See ya. My boss is gonna come around to meet you sometime soon. He's a big red guy. You'll love him.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Oh.
All right. And we're back. Why do you guys think that product under service would be so popular in today's modern world?
Probably because of the mouthfeel. That'd be my guess.
I'd
Yeah.
say because there's a 1 in 4 chance that the guy that gave the reading is really handsome.
Yeah, but 1 in 4. I don't like them odds.
I do like the mustards, though.
Too specific.
Now
Go
now
vague.
you've
Go
done
vague.
it.
Go obscure.
I do like them condiments, though.
Better.
Condom? Mints?
Well, all of your points
I
are
do
valid.
like those minty condoms, though.
Minty condoms. So refreshing. All of your points are valid, and we here at Product and Service Incorporated appreciate your attention to detail when explaining why you think our product and our services will change our users' lives. In fact, we are so appreciative, we're willing to ship a gross of that product and or service to your house as a thank you. But, and this is important, do not open the shipping container immediately. There will be a 3 to 5 day gestation period while the product and or service stabilizes. If you do happen to breach the containment structure before that time, we cannot be held responsible for damage to property, loss of life, or missing car keys. We're not entirely sure why, but car keys seem to be what this particular product and or service likes to take. Fobs, too. Also, legends on maps. Any kind of key, really. Otherwise, please enjoy our product and our service thereafter, for as long as you're able to tolerate its incessant squealing and noxious odor. Fobs.
What's that
Your mom's
smell?
a fob. You know it.
Your mom's
Hey,
a
I
fob.
fobbed your mom
dad's a
last night.
fob.
Oh! Hey, whoa, hey, whoa,
Hey,
whoa.
forget about it. And scene.
Now, dear investigators,
Yes?
we play Case 14, Tape 6. The wind appeared. Previously on the Lovecraft Tapes. The past is ever present, an inescapable reality bent by time and memory, but far from toothless and perhaps even more dangerous. In Pomance, Roy meets a mysterious new acquaintance by the name of Mr. Surtsey, who informs him that his traveling companions may be keeping secrets from him. Rocky and Pippa battle 3 thread-bound half-pints in the attic, managing to escape, but not without suffering wounds which seemingly will not heal. With Danny's help, the 3 investigators manage to acquire another gemstone from an angry apple ent, though their jaunt takes them to yet another familiar milieu. Gabe, please remove your headphones, and we'll give you a thumbs up when it's good to go.
Okay.
Lovely.
That's right. That's right. Get out of here. We don't want you. That's what I thought, punk.
Hey.
Pippa and Rocky. As you're contemplating your current situations, Danny's voice crackles through your headset. Guys, we got a little problem.
Yeah, what the hell's going on? Where are we at?
Oh, I know exactly where we're at, and it's not a good place to be, trust me.
I look around. What? Where are you?
I'm in the crawl space under the house.
Oh my god, I
It's
just threw up.
Long story. Is that why this tastes like bacon?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Tastes like bacon?
Guys, pull it together, okay? We've got a situation here, and I'm not exactly sure what to do about it. I don't know how to tell you this, but we're beyond the 90 minutes where you're supposed to be under.
So how are we still here?
Right.
I don't know. Like, by my watch, we're at 95 minutes now.
So we're still inside?
Yes, you're still there in Roy's dream.
I'm still in limbo.
Now, there might be an explanation for it. Now, you remember from the last jaunt, you guys were ejected a little too early?
Yeah.
Well, Peasley may have reformulated the serum a little to try to keep you under slightly longer.
Oh, boy.
But, you should have come out by now, and your bodies are still under.
So...
I told you I didn't like this damn cyberpunk technology. It's only going to kill us.
Rocky.
What?
You said you know where we're at. Where are we?
A cabin in the woods that used to belong to a former Delta Green agent. We came out here on assignment, did some digging around, found that he had done something to his wife that turned her into some sort of weird, just unliving zombie-like creature, I guess. She was locked in the septic. Yeah, well, dead, but not, really dead.
But was it dawn when you found this?
Well, guys, look, we know all of this right now, but
I did.
The 3 of us back at headquarters are trying to figure this stuff out, and Maria believes that there's something else going on, that it might be Roy who is keeping you in the dreams. We're not sure that it's actually the drugs.
Side question: if we die here, do we die in real life? Because that's how the movies does it.
Well, so what's supposed to happen, as Peasley explained to you previously, when you die in the dream, you're supposed to be ejected back into your bodies. Now,
Okay.
we're not quite certain of that anymore, so I guess I would be very careful.
So you're saying I should put my gun away from my head?
Probably.
Is there anything you can do to our bodies to snap us out of this?
We're definitely working
Try
on
tickling
it,
Pippa.
but
She loves that.
the big problem is, you two are connected to Roy via that gemstone, but we know that when he retrieves the gemstones, he becomes a bit more lively and vibrant, and his vital signs increase. So they spike whenever he retrieves those gems. So we're kind of wondering, maybe Maria's theory is that he's keeping you there to help him retrieve the gemstones.
Okay.
It's just a theory, guys.
Okay.
This is all we've got right now. Now,
So we keep playing along?
Well,
do we have a choice?
We had a bit of a
Not really, I guess.
we had a bit of a quorum between the three of us on this side, and
don't fight.
We kind of think that it might be wise to divulge the true nature of Roy's condition to him.
Because what about nurture?
It might help launch you out of the jaunt.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're not sure what's going to happen.
I'm all for it. I have no idea where we're at and what's going on.
I thought when we started this, it was explicitly stated that we should not, under any circumstance, let him know what's going on.
Yes, that was Peasley's theory to begin with, but because this has changed and because his vital signs have increased because of the 2 gems that you found, we think maybe that danger has dissipated somewhat. And we're just hoping, we don't want you to be trapped there.
What do you mean trapped here?
Well,
we could be trapped here?
I said trapped, but it's a theory. It's my theory. It's not Maria's or Peasley's, but I've been down these roads before with Delta Green, and things just don't work out as well as we expect. So just please be very careful, okay?
Rocky, I'm going to defer to you. Whatever you think we should do, I will stick with you. You've been here before.
As soon as I crawl out from under this house, I'll tell Roy what's going on. Excuse me, I have some shimmying to do.
All right.
I run outside with my phone and wait for him to come out so I can get the ass shimmy.
All right, so we'll leave you guys
Look
there.
at that cake.
Gabe, I'm sorry.
I'm stuck on a nail.
Rocky trying to shimmy out from underneath the house, and we'll go back to...
Just faintly hear the shimmy shake coming from under the floorboards.
All right, I'm going to give Gabe the thumbs up.
No, we were just saying hi.
Oh. All right, here we go. Roy. The whisper on the wind fades away to be replaced by the rustle of tree leaves in the gentle evening breeze. Had you really heard that voice? You strain for a moment, trying to detect any other sounds, but everything remains quiet. Otherwise, the Clyde Bauman property is just how you remember. From where you stand in the dirt-packed driveway, the small cabin sits to the west, still run down, moss growing up the sides. Further back, on the north side of the cabin, is the tool shed, door cracked open slightly to show the darkness inside. Nice. To the east is the septic tank, hatch closed and padlocked. That's curious. You're pretty sure you left that unlocked previously, but how long ago was that? Months? Years? You shake your head. Time is a flat circle, someone once told you. Who was it? The name escapes you, and you're starting to become annoyed, so instead you focus on the here and now. where the hell are Rocky and Pippa? So you're standing in the driveway. It is night time.
I'll sort of snap out of the trance that I'm in. And I'll call out, Rocky, Pippa.
Rocky, Pippa, please make a listen roll.
Oh. Huh? I needed a 40. I rolled a 24. That's a success.
All right, sorry.
I needed a
my-
44. I rolled a 52. That's a failure because I'm too busy singing Taylor Swift "Shake It Off" to myself as I shimmy from under the house.
Sorry, my stupid chat window.
Stupid chat window.
Yeah,
It's just a
Whenever
window.
you try to
that's-
pop it out, it like doesn't work properly.
Sometimes the easiest answer is the
All right,
best answer.
Brian, Peppa, I'm gonna need you to roll a D10, please.
Oh, yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm about to roll my D10. I rolled a 1.
Good or
Awesome.
bad.
So yeah, Pippa, you hear a muffled voice call out your name from somewhere exterior to the cabin. You are in the bedroom again, obviously. And so yeah, you hear someone call your name. Are you to react to that
Okay.
anyway?
I'm in the cabin. I'm going to kind of be like, Rocky, did you hear that?
And
He probably didn't hear me, but that's what I'm saying.
yeah, you're going through the headphones, the headset, saying that. And
Oh, okay.
right, I assume.
No, I was going to just say it at the floor because I didn't know. The cabin's not that big. I didn't know if he'd still be able to hear me. He's under the house still.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
with his shitty
Just
roll,
like one
probably
room
not.
away, you just hear
Yeah.
"Shake it up, shake it up" coming from under the floorboards.
Yeah. So yeah, you get no response.
Okay. Then I would probably dismiss it as maybe that was just Rocky I heard crawling through and singing.
Okay,
Shake
perfect.
it up. Shake
So
it
yeah,
up.
Roy, your voice calls out, and you get no response.
Damn.
I know.
I'll head down the driveway, sort of. I'll draw my gun and head down the driveway,
Okay.
monitoring the side. I'm making sure I'm staying on it, not stepping into the grass or anything.
Sure. Yeah, it's so you take a few steps toward further toward the cabin, I guess. And your shoes. I don't know. Are you a boots guy or a shoes guy?
Boots.
One of each.
Boots. Your boots crunch on the gravel, and everything seems exactly the way you remembered it to a certain point, but maybe slightly heightened. Like the crunch of the gravel is a bit louder and crisper. It's almost as if the environment, the atmosphere, is somehow artificial. It feels as though you might be contained within a giant snow globe. The way that the sound echoes and falls flat.
And I'll reach down and I'll pick up a handful of gravel and pocket it.
Yeah, and it feels normal. And you put some pocket sand in your pocket.
Nice.
Pocket sand.
Secret tunnel.
And I'll continue towards the cabin again.
All right. So yeah, you walk towards the cabin, and you see that there is a light on inside, very dim, sort of flickering.
I'll bang on the door and stand to the side of it with my gun pointed at the door.
Okay. So as you are mounting the few steps up to the porch to the front door, you hear a scuffling sound to your left near the ground.
And I will I'll pull out my flashlight and shine it toward that direction.
Directly into Rocky's face as he shimmies out from underneath the cabin.
Oh, his face first?
Chupacabra! And I'll shoot him.
Oh God! Why under there? Oh,
What are you doing?
Nice to see. I don't know. It just put me there. Well, you put me there, well, unconsciously, but I guess that kind of makes sense. So, I got some news.
Are you sitting down?
We might want to go inside first. Pippa is in one of the bedrooms in the cabin, and then we'll, grab you a chair, and then, I got something to tell you.
Okay. Pippa's sleeping, of course. Lazy.
And we're gonna head into the house, or into the cabin, I guess, into the cabin.
All right.
I swing my sickle at him as soon as they open the door.
So, Pippa, you hear what is clearly Rocky and Roy conversing somewhere outside the room that you're in.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm going to go out into the main living area then.
Cool. So you get out of the bed and open up the door to the room that you're in, and you find yourself in a cabin that has a living room and kitchen, and above the kitchen table there is a flickering light. The pendant light is a bare bulb that's just sort of flickering.
Okay.
And you can see and hear the front door to the cabin open, and Rocky and Roy enter.
Cool.
That's what you say? Cool.
Are?
Cool, guys. What's up?
We're gonna grab some chairs, and I told Roy that we have some splaining to do.
Welcome. Did you guys bring something to pass?
Gas?
Oh, no. You can go. Party's over.
Isn't
But
this
the party
cabin
don't
kind of
start till I walk in.
stereotypical?
Yeah, except there's no antlers around that hanging pendant light.
All right, so Roy and Rocky enter,
Enter.
and Rocky moves to gather some
Put
chairs
some chairs
at the
just around
table.
just around the dining room
Okay.
table.
So you begin to hear a faint buzzing sound, almost like an electrical circuit trying to make a connection. Inevitably, your attention is drawn to the kitchen table, above which hangs a bare bulb which is now flickering intermittently, casting the room in cascading waves of light and dark. Nothing else seems out of place except there. A moment ago, the table was completely bare, but now the light bulb stops its spastic luminescence and maintains a bright, steady glow, as if proud to reveal its mysteries finally. A reel-to-reel tape player sits in the center of the dining table, with a folded cardboard handwritten sign in front of it that reads, "Play Me." To the left of the player is a bottle of Campari and 3 tumblers filled with slowly melting ice. The sign in front of this impromptu bar invites, "Drink me." Finally, on the right side of the table, is a mirrored platter upon which have been placed 3 paper cups, like those used in hospitals to administer medication. Indeed, in each cup are 2 pills, one red, one blue. The lettered sign on the platter indicates, "Eat me."
Hey, pal.
And then as soon as I walk in, I'll walk over to the Campari and say, "Man, I knew he'd come through for me."
Just wait a minute. You don't know where that's been.
It's
Wait,
from my
wait.
pal. I know exactly where it's been.
Guys, who?
What?
Roy, who are you talking
Pal,
about?
there's nobody here but us.
No. In fact, he wanted me to talk to you. Like a Mr. Siesta or something like that.
You mean that
Cecil.
guy that ran that salsa shop from when we were kids?
No, yeah, that is a different guy. You're right. Is some guy he knew you, Rocky? I mean, I
I
can't
know a
be
lot
bothered.
of people. Do you have any idea how incredibly little that narrows it down?
You don't know anybody. You're a loser. No one asks about you at reunions.
Okay, look, just sit still for a second. I need to explain something to you.
Okay.
We are not actually in this cabin right now.
Okay.
What's the last thing you remember before waking up inside the Hotel Odebrati?
Before. So I went to a Yankees game. And they
Do you
lost.
remember a cavern? Giant
You didn't say
dog
which
creatures.
time that we woke up in Hotel Odebrati. I woke up there many
The
times.
very end. We were in a cavern. You had a strange glowing knife. There was a giant dog thing. We were shooting at the silver stick.
Yeah, I still have the knife. I just haven't used it. I think.
You remember what happened at the end of that fight?
I won.
You
No
were
way.
injured.
I know I got hurt,
Then-
but that happens a lot.
Yes,
I'm
but
not afraid
this
of
time
pain.
it wasn't as easy to fix you up as it normally is. You see, it's been, in reality, quite some time since our incident underneath the city of New York. You've been in a coma the whole time. And
I'm just
we're
dreaming?
using... Yeah, more or less, we're in an extended dream sequence. See, we're using the gems that we're collecting. I ended up with a real one somehow. I'm not quite sure where that came from. But we're using it kind of like a conduit, I guess you could say, to access your unconscious mind to help bring you back.
Back to where you once belonged.
Well, okay. So none of this matters then. It's on you guys.
No, it does matter. Because if something goes
Unfortunately.
wrong, you could be lost forever.
Well, don't mess up.
It's not so much us messing up, because it's you. It's what you do in here that matters. We're just here to guide and help. I swing my scythe at him.
See, it doesn't hurt.
So I gotta do this whole thing?
We don't know.
Well, we can help, but more or less this is your journey.
Great.
Don't stop believing.
Unless you're ready to let go.
I'm not. I mean, come on, I'm awesome. Why would I die?
Well,
Oh, do you have any idea what I need to do? I mean, clearly I need to drink this, and clearly I need to put the tape in, but other than that...
here's the fun part. I've never done any of this stuff before. Rocky and you have done it. I'm seeing your past and your history and all the adventures, quotation fingers, that you guys have been on, which to me are pretty freaking terrifying. So I'm not here because I'm brave. I'm not here because I'm a warrior. I'm here because I care about you and I want you to get better.
So we probably shouldn't tell her about the zombie lady and the
What?
septic tank out back, right?
I reach over and grab the booze.
It's Campari. Have you ever had it before?
I know what you said about compartmentalize yourself.
Yeah, she probably wouldn't like that one.
Anyway,
I haven't liked any
you
of
were
them.
saying something about a friend of yours.
There's a friend of yours, but he likes me better now.
Who is
You-
it?
I'll get
Picking
his
up
name
on this?
eventually.
I'm gonna
He
peer to
clearly
my
dropped all this off for us.
and you don't remember what his name was, do you? I know how terrible you are with
Come on.
names.
I know it was like an S or like a C, maybe.
Put my finger to my earpiece. Danny, you're getting this right. He says there's somebody else in here.
Yeah, guys, I'm picking up loud and clear. I can't make heads or tails of it, unfortunately. I don't know of anyone else in there. I mean, Roy, what they're saying is true. I'm sorry. But I'm here. I know this is hard to take, but I'm actually here with you now. I'm looking at you.
Danny, I've always known that you care for me more than most do.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you being here for me.
We're all here for you. We have a whole team. Professor Peasley's here, and Maria, she's here too, and we're just trying to get you out of this.
Yeah, we'll get it. I'm not too worried.
Well, good luck, guys. We're still working on some things right now to try to figure out this jaunt. So let me know if there's any emergencies, but I'll be on the call. Okay.
All right.
Got it.
All right. Good luck, Roy.
Thanks, Dan. Danny.
And she
Danielle.
clicks off.
Click.
Click.
Well, I suppose we best see what's on this tape. I'm gonna
Yeah.
reach over and hit the play button.
Ooh, well, that might tell us.
Okay. The reels turn slowly, feeding the tape through the magnetic reader. And a voice projects from the speakers. Good evening, Rocky and Pippa. Hello again, Roy.
That's him. That's the guy.
I thought you might be parched, so I've arranged for libations. I do apologize for the lack of crudité, but your arrival here was unexpected. To be honest, I thought you'd be otherwise engaged for a longer period back at Pomance. But here we are, so kudos. You've now acquired 2 gemstones. Double kudos. But how many more to go, do you think? And the tape player
Depends.
spins
Is this a main
silence.
quest or a side quest?
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Allow me to introduce myself. As I've indicated, to Roy anyways, you may call me Mr. Cersei. But in
Oh, can you spell
reality... But in reality, or lack thereof, I am merely a mouthpiece for, shall we say, other interested parties?
I love parties.
How is he responding to us? Is this not a tape?
Well, technically it is a tape,
collective.
but things don't quite work that way anymore, Roy. I think you understand that now.
I guess now I do.
And the spelling of that name was...
You said you worked for others. Any feel like you could clarify that a little bit?
Oh, I believe you know one of them. Bugshot.
Yes,
Is how you pronounce one of their names. At least that's the sound I can make with my mouth with them controlling it. It, him, me, this filler of space, and I am now the space it is filling. But it wants what it is owed, Rocky Arroyo, and it means to have it. A new vessel. That's why you're here.
Tell him he can take his vessel and shove it up as many asses.
Filler of space.
don't think he would enjoy that because it did take some time to formulate this plan, and with no small amount of nudging Peasley's interest toward the obsidian jewel you took from the library city. Oh, wait. Do you not recall your jaunt to the library city? The Brothers Arroyo?
I don't.
No.
I don't remember.
Interesting. I will certainly relay that, but let me be plain. Ultimately, using Roy as bait, our benefactor was able to lure you here to the Dreamlands, where the physical laws of the universe do not necessarily apply. And as such, you will remain in this realm, unable to awaken forever unless you continue your quest. Collect the gemstones to open the way. We will be waiting in Ulthar. And the tape snaps and flaps endlessly on the reel.
Guys, I think he's a hoarder.
I'm gonna reach over and stop the tape.
So
Thank
what's
you.
bug shot, Rocky?
Not bug shot, bug shosh. It's the
Well, you
name
put the
of
shotgun, I think.
it's the name of a very old, very powerful, shapeless, formless entity that lives beyond our reality. I believe most normal people, anyway, are acquainted with this entity via the works of a certain author.
Bezos?
Ernest Hemingway.
Knew it.
Try H.P. Lovecraft.
He said it. He said it. Give us Patreon. He said it.
Like and subscribe!
Give us
like and
Patreon.
subscribe! Ring the bell!
You can only keep me around if you don't forget to smash the like button.
I've never been much of a reader, and I think you know that.
Yes, you don't read anything more than the Sunday comics. Well,
Hey. I like Dagwood.
What's a newspaper?
that's the first time anyone said that.
They wouldn't run it if people didn't like it. You're
Guys, we gotta
stupid.
focus. Guys, come on. I don't want to be here anymore. And it sounds like we don't have much of a choice.
You guys aren't even really here. I don't understand what
I
you're
think
concerned
we are
about.
now, because they went through
Oh.
you to get to him.
Yes, you see, the entity that is hunting me is much more powerful than you or I, and seems to have found a way to force us put for the moment. So,
Never had my put forced.
So is that dude hunting you? Or is it the
He
bug
wants-
shags?
it's the bug shosh. The man you're talking to is merely a
Bugsy.
emissary.
Have you met him before? Because that's the guy I was talking about.
He's an ancillary?
If I have, then I have no recollection. I know his boss, I guess you can
Oh,
say.
okay. Yeah,
So
because
he
he
said-
seemed to know you and be interested in you, which is weird. Because, I mean, come on.
Oh, I guess that means, oh, that's why we're here.
Huh?
So you remember what happened last time we were at this cabin, right, Roy?
Yeah, it was funny.
Crazy lady.
What?
And
You were
almost
almost
on
dead.
cue. You hear from outside the cabin the distinct wail. Give me kisses.
I didn't hear that. No, like I mean, I didn't hear what you said.
Give me kisses.
Okay.
Give
No,
me
no.
kisses.
So you're gonna let me pour gasoline on that pitch this time, right? Because we all know what happened last time you didn't.
Yeah, I mean, if this is a dream world, I certainly don't care.
Okay, guys. I either need to be caught up on what the hell's happening, or just tell me where to go so we can leave.
The computer
Long
is
well,
kicking
story
in.
short,
It seems like
when we were
I
here,
had morals once, and it was a mistake.
pretty much. Well, I don't know if it was you had morals more so than you wanted to do the express opposite of what I wanted to do, because that's just what you do.
No, you wanted to do the wrong thing.
Guys, not the time.
Look, to make a long story short, crazy lady who was done something to by a husband who had access to powerful magic. We, I guess, Roy
Jim.
and Roy and
Gay Roy.
one of our former associates who went by the name of Jack went against my wishes to just take care of the problem early. They let her out. There was a chase. There were several fights. I ended up dying. Roy almost died. I came back.
Huh?
And then Jack warned me of seeing numbers behind my eyes.
To be fair, he made no valid points at all.
Actually, this might have started back with that whole cat thing now that I think about it. As much as I don't want to think about it. You see, there's this simulator that we helped test where we turned into cats.
What? How do I get out of here?
That's the thing. I'm not sure if there really is a way out.
Danny! Danny!
Yeah, Peppa. I'm here. What's up?
I need you to get us out of here.
Peppa, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm trying. Is there anything there that?
I think the boys have lost it. They're
Cersei.
talking about turning into cats.
Okay. Well, just calm down. Take it. Are you?
I have a name for you, Danny.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cersei.
Sir, can you spell that?
No, I can't, because the tape didn't tell me how to fucking spell the damn thing.
Let me look up.
Cersei. Okay. You know that does ring. Okay. Let me do a little research on my part here, and I'll see what I can dig up. Is there anything else? Are you guys? Are you
We
okay?
may
Are you
be-
safe for the moment?
Well,
For the moment, there might also be connections to Bugshosh.
Tell him about the lady. She's mad. We're
What-
not safe.
Roy, what is this about, a lady?
Replay of our adventure. There's a weird zombie lady thing in the septic tank out back from the last time we were here.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's
Odd.
yelling, so she's still out there.
okay.
Oh. Okay. Well, have you found the gem?
Not yet, but I have a
Then
sinking
what the
feeling
fuck are
I
you
know
doing?
has it.
That's how we get out.
A lot right
The
now.
problem is our friend Mr. Cersei specified that Bugshosh created this whole scenario as a trap to get to me. Filler of space. Look at him.
See, he's my friend.
All
He's
right. Well,
probably
I'm taking a lot of notes here, and okay.
Buckshot. You put it in the shotgun.
You're giving me homework.
Pay attention, there'll be a quiz next Thursday.
Ah, shit.
My syllabus. It'll be my syllabus because I have a syllabus.
To try
You're
and explain
celibate?
something that I don't fully understand.
Oh,
Back
enjoy.
when we were at Delta Green, we took a part in an experiment in something called the... Oh, what was it called? Cathartic?
Meow.
Arena something. I'm legitimately blanking at this point. I don't remember what it was called. The lead scientist there devised a virtual reality training machine. And something went wrong. And at the very end, as everything was going haywire, something happened to me And I'm assuming in what was some sort of exchange with the said entity Bug Shosh, I may have made some sort of deal that I am now coming to regret. Because apparently, at some point, my body was promised to him as a vessel, and
Okay.
it's a mess.
Well, please give me some time. I'll come back. I'll try to dig up some of the Delta Green files. I can still hack into their system, and try to find a little more information on all that. But in the meantime, guys, you have to press on.
Okay. See, that's the thing.
Yeah, if it gets us out of here, let's just do it.
That's the thing. I'm not sure if it will get us out of here, or if it'll only get us further in. You see, at the end of his tape, Cersei said something about that they're waiting for us somewhere. And I'm not sure if grabbing these gems is taking us out or taking us closer to them, or him, or it.
Well, I know this probably isn't very helpful right now, but there was a saying my grandmother used to have, and she said that sometimes the only way out is through. And
I have a saying from the really great 80s movie War Games, the only way to win is not to play.
I understand, and it's totally your guys' call. We can only observe what you're going through, so... And all I know is that with each gemstone you've recovered, Roy has gotten better.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Danny, guys. I mean, if this Bug Shabbath dude, Black Sabbath guy, is going to be throwing all of our old enemies from the past at us, I kind of feel like the best way is to just get it done quickly. Because let's be honest, we aren't going anywhere if we just sit around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys. Well, good luck. Let me know if you need anything, okay? I'll talk to you later, Roy.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Click.
Rocky?
You still there? Click.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Peppa.
That's the red button.
The throbbing red one, or
the pulsing red one?
So, if one of us dies, we come out of it. You or me. Should we test that theory?
That's stupid.
To you, maybe, because it's in your head. But I don't want to be here anymore.
It's a possibility. If we're going to test it, I'm going to do it, not you.
Well, no, because I'm not going to be left here with your dead body if it doesn't work, not knowing how to handle the whatever give me kisses lady.
Yes, but I'm not going to let you kill yourself.
No, you're going to kill me, jackass.
No, I'm going to kill me. You can't kill me, only I can kill me. That's how this works.
I stand on the table, but I have the high ground.
Oh, in that case, it's over.
I'm serious, though. I think you should shoot me in the head.
Well, this can only end poorly.
No, hold on. If you're gonna die, at least get killed fighting that thing out there.
Well, I mean, if this is the same as the last time, all we have to do is get the gasoline out of the shed. Yeah, only open the lid far enough to dump it in, and then toss in a lighter. And
but if we got a little, like voodoo doll that doesn't mind dying, we might as well have her do the dirty work.
The crazy zombie lady is in the septic tank.
Guys,
sealed
she's
septic
out
tank.
Front. I heard her say, "Give me kisses" from out front of this cabin.
All right,
Did you
we'll
not
go
hear
die
the
valiantly,
direction she spoke from?
I just didn't think about it. I mean,
Unless the septic tank's in the front, which I guess it could be. I haven't been outside of this place yet. That's where it's at, right? It's just out in front, the septic tank?
Yes.
Well, last time we were here, it was in the back.
Yeah, sort of to the east, yeah. the way I described it to
cabins
Roy
to the
here at the
north.
beginning of this episode. To the west is
We're
the
at the South
cabin.
Pole,
to the
so
north
every direction
is
is
the shed. To the east is the
Okay, well, that makes
septic
me feel
tank.
better that she's still being held in something. To me, it sounded like
Well-
she was like just outside.
I mean, we don't know. I haven't seen her.
What do you mean you don't know? You just said that she's out in the container.
You don't get it. The
Assuming-
gravel was weird. Things are
Oh.
different.
Yes, because we're not really here. We're in your memory of the place, not actually in the place. So things might be a little bit wonky.
You just picked up a chunk of your memory and stuffed it in your pocket.
All right, well, here's my point. Look, Pippa, if you're going to die, if you want to die, whatever, I guess. I mean, that's stupid, and I don't agree with it. But if you're going to die, at least die helping us.
Well, I'll help you, of course.
Okay. Go burn her. Go singe her out.
Okay. You
I
guys
still
are
think
gonna
it's a bad
help
idea
me?
for anybody to try and
Well, I don't think it's smart for her
finish
to die.
themselves off.
I
Yeah,
agree.
nobody needs to die, okay?
Well, everybody does eventually.
But, I mean, we might as well take advantage of someone who's not afraid to.
I mean, if
Okay.
anything, I still have
do?
a couple lives left.
Maybe that's what they want. It's for you to do it, Rocky. The bug shit guy.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, you dying is probably a bad idea.
We could all just stay in this cabin. We've got
No.
booze,
Hey,
pills.
Yeah,
the
you
only
got,
way
you
to
got
win is not to
Campari, you
play.
got some pills.
Oh, yeah. I'm not taking those pills. The last pills
Oh,
I
come
took, I
on,
choked
Roy.
on. It was just a bad idea.
you of all people would be willing to take strange unlabeled pills.
Well, no.
Look-
It
Look
might be
around.
the
Maybe
good
we
stuff.
can find some old movies to watch on this reel to reel. I mean, we'll have to fill in the dialogue, but that's fun.
We're in the dreamlands, you know, we can do whatever we want.
Yeah, I feel like wasting time is not the best move here. I mean, do you want to be here anymore? Because I don't.
Well, obviously, I love being here. Of course, I don't want to be here.
Let's go start some fires.
Okay, let's go.
She
lead
clearly-
the way,
guys.
since you know where to go.
Clearly, she has a stone. Let's not be stupid. He's obviously going to put the first one close to us and dangerous. It's the first boss.
But this isn't the first stone we've retrieved. Technically, this is the third.
That was the tutorial. Those were tutorial stones.
Press C to crouch.
I think it's pretty obvious that there's going to be a stone down in that septic tank.
Okay, well, let's do what we have to do, and then I guess I can go in and see.
Okay.
Then if I get
Alright.
killed, I wake up and have bacon.
I don't necessarily remember where the gas is, but I'm sure we'll find it.
Shed behind
It's
the
in a
house.
shed, which is in the back of the house, about 30 yards, and the door's locked. So you got. Oh wait, no, I don't remember that.
Before we go, though, and I'm going to hustle back into the bedroom to see if the foot locker is still there.
It is not.
It's a Nike store now. What's up, bro?
Well-
Need some spandex?
The foot locker that had everything in it last time isn't there anymore, so I guess we just hope that everything is unlocked.
I never saw it. That's why it's gone, I guess. Alright. Pippa, go gas her out.
Give me some beans. Again, I don't know where to go.
Alright, and I'll
All I have
start
to do is
heading
tell
out.
Come
you
on.
escort, and I will go and help, of course.
All right.
You take
so,
her out to the shed. I'm going to sweep the house to make sure there isn't anything
Yes,
else
it's
handy in
pretty
here.
dirty
'Cause
in here.
I'm pretty sure I remember there being some hand grenades in one of those boxes.
I don't, so good luck.
It's his brain, his memory, so they're not going to be there. I don't. So good luck. Oh, that
All
was
right.
good.
So we'll say Roy
I'm
and
pretty
Pippa.
sure you tried to smuggle one off site when we were done.
I remember where that one is.
The report I read.
See, so there's at least one in the house.
Smuggled. Are you smuggling plums, Roy?
Well, Why is it ticking?
Why is it? Where'd this pin come from? So Roy and Pippa head out onto the front stoop and into the night air, while Rocky furtively scurries around the cabin looking for additional information and or equipment. And Roy, you look around, and as you remember, the shed is to the north with the door slightly propped open. And the septic tank hatch, which you know exactly where it is now, just a few yards away, a couple dozen yards away from the stoop in the ground, and the hatch is closed and padlocked, as I mentioned. But you hear that voice again. Kisses. And it sounds like it's coming from deeper within the woods. Kisses.
Sponsor us, Hershey's. It's a predator.
Well, I think you were right, Pippa.
Sponsored.
I don't think she's in the septic tank.
Should we go get Rocky?
Probably can't hurt.
Okay.
I mean,
I'll
remember.
I can go get him. What do you remember?
I remember her being in the woods, but I also remember her being in the
Oh.
septic tank.
Can you
So
put her
I
in the septic tank? Are you able to do that?
I mean, if he remembers her in the septic.
Can you remember all the grenades that you've ever seen in your life?
I don't think this is how this works.
Oh, how do you know till you try? And can you get me a turkey
Well, I've been
sandwich?
remembering naked women the whole time that we've been here.
Those aren't trees. Why are you been remembering naked women the whole time we've been here?
I'm just testing theories. All right, I'm gonna grab some equipment from the shed. Maybe you grab Rocky, and
Okay.
we'll hit the woods.
I start walking away as he says, "You go get Rocky." I just
All right, so
Beeline
Pippa heads back inside the cabin to get Rocky.
Actually, I'm gonna peek out the back door,
whoa.
and as soon as I see that they're at the shed looking at it, I'm gonna unholster my gun, snap back the slide, and go, "Well, give a little, get a little," and I'm going to line it up and pull the trigger.
Okay, well, let's revamp that slightly, okay? So they were still on the front stoop.
Right.
Oh, I thought they had left to go to
No. They were looking at
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah. So Pippa comes back into the front door of the cabin, back into the living space. So now you can do your thing if you like. So Pippa enters the cabin with your name with Rocky's name on her lips.
Okay.
Be right back.
Dominate.
And describe what you're doing, please.
Which one?
Rocky.
Okay.
Say, well, we're gonna walk back in, and I'm gonna have my gun up to my head, and I was really hoping you didn't have to see this, but now you have me curious, and you know what they say about curiosity in cats.
Oh. Me.
Wait a minute.
Do I have time to cast Dominate on him as he's talking to himself?
And then I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
And the bullet enters Rocky's brain, spraying blood and brain tissue out the other side of the exit wound, and his corpse falls to the floor. Roy, you're a couple steps down from the front stoop when you hear a gunshot go off in the cabin.
They shooting?
And I'll walk back up inside.
He whistles his way out to the...
And you walk back into the cabin to see Pippa kneeling down on the floor next to Rocky's bleeding corpse. His gun is still in his hand, outstretched, laying on the floor.
Damn. And I'll go grab his gun.
And as you do so, his hand clenches around it, and he sits up. Rocky, you now have full hit points. Your exit wound is completely healed. And give me just a second here. I gotta look up something.
My turn.
Sorry, give me a minute here. Thank you, Crocy, by the way, for the tip.
Ooh, thank you. What'd she say? What was the tip? Don't bet on the horses.
Don't quit
That's
your
not a
day
good
job.
tip.
2 utes.
To you?
How much sanity does he lose?
Okay, here we go. Found it.
Oh, it's gonna be a long day tomorrow.
Is it? No,
Yeah,
actually, it's going to be the exact same length as any other day.
Correct.
So-
It'll be a longer work.
Thanks,
day for
Dad.
me. I'll be in at 6 and I won't leave until 9 p.m.
So, everybody else enjoying the new season of Destiny as much as I am?
All right,
I
so
haven't even tried it.
Rocky.
Oh, tomorrow, Brian. We'll play tomorrow.
6 a.m. to 9 p.m. is my schedule.
Boom. Rocky. Please reduce your max HP by 1, and your current will go down to match that. Where does that take you to?
1.
Well, since the max HP is determined by other stats, I can't manually drop that.
Oh,
anymore.
gotcha. Oh, well,
It automatically sets it to 11 because that's what the stats say.
gotcha. Okay.
I mean, I could just drop it down 1
Yep. So
and make a note somewhere that's technically my max.
Yeah. Well, so I'm going to make another thing here. Your Constitution just dropped by 10, and now you have 10 hit points.
Okay.
You're currently 45 con, and anything else that is influenced by that will factor in. So you're at 45 con now. You've lost 10 con and 1 maximum hit point. But you're instantaneously back to full 10 hit points. You feel a little woozy for some reason. There's a sticky liquid on the side of your face that is tacky to the touch. And you hear Danny yelling into all of your earpieces. Oh my God, what happened, guys? Is Rocky okay?
Well, that was most enlightening, wasn't it?
You're there. Oh God, for a minute there, you flatlined.
Well, yes, I shot myself in the head.
You what?
He didn't want to help anymore.
I had enough of my brother, and I decided just to no. I wanted to see if I ended it, if I'd
Why
get
in
out
the
of
hell
here.
would you want to do that?
Because of where I'm stuck in my current present circumstances, that's why. Honestly, it
guess
was one of the more logical things to do.
Look, there's a suicide hotline. We can talk about that later, okay? But
I didn't actually want to. Just look. If you look at the circumstances and my options, it was honestly one of the more logical things for me to do.
oh God. Well, look, please,
Remove a
please
variable.
don't do that again because, like I said, you flatlined and you were kind of brain dead for a minute there. And I just, your body is contorted. We're trying to work the muscles back into normal shape, and I can't. Peasley is not sure if there are any long-term effects on this side. So please be careful. Roy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Yeah, you guys carry on now.
Hey,
I'm
Rocky.
fine. I'm fine too.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, aren't you glad it wasn't you now?
Rocky, you earned yourself burn duty. Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to head out onto the front stoop.
I'm going to
I'll
whisper to
come too.
Roy. God, I'm glad I didn't do that.
And again, the three of you hear that call from the woods. Give me kisses.
So if you
Well, if you
haven't
get
figured
your
it out,
fat ass out here, I'll give you something, that's for sure.
if you haven't figured it out, she's in the woods because I remember her being in the woods also.
Oh, God, she's already out.
Yeah, so I'm thinking we just burn the woods down.
Is there still gasoline in the shed?
I haven't been there yet because you killed yourself and distracted me.
Fine. I'm going to start, like, power walk speed walking towards the shed.
Nicely
Yeah,
But
done.
not bending his knees. Just do.
So you reach the shed with your power walk and open the door, which is already partially open, to reveal no gas cans, but a doe carcass hanging from its legs, gutted, dark blood pooled and stained on the floor.
Damn, well, there goes that idea. No gas in the shed. We do have venison, though, if anyone is hungry. I know a really great recipe.
I hope it's old and rotten.
Okay, where did you have the gas can? Where did I see you with it?
If you saw it anywhere, it would have been by the septic tank. Because you came up... I had started pouring the gasoline onto her in the tank, and you came up and stopped me.
Why don't we open it up?
Let's go to the... I mean, if that's where he remembers it last, that's where they've got to be, right?
Yeah, figure,
Potentially. I
we
mean, we
might
don't
as well
technically
open
know
it up.
all the rules.
No, clearly we don't because it's locked, but she's out here. So that's two different moments of memory.
Well, but do we know it's locked? We haven't been there yet. Let's go.
I saw
Come
the
on.
padlock.
Oh, okay. Let's go. Come on.
Are there bolt cutters in the sheds or something?
Ooh, yeah.
No?
Just a deer car. Does the deer have real sharp teeth?
Ding, 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 ding.
It's a night.
Damn it.
I'm going to start heading over there. I don't know where it is.
There?
Yep. Over there.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, we can turn the Campari into a Molotov.
It's not that high of a proof, pal.
But it's sticky. It could be like napalm.
Yeah, let's check it out. Maybe it's not locked. Maybe it's just got a padlock.
Hey, there's an idea.
So the
You
closer
just
you
stood
get,
over there.
the closer you get to the septic tank, you smell gasoline. The same waft that Rocky smelled beneath the cabin must have been emanating from the septic tank all along.
And I'll
And
fire a gun at it.
Okay.
So Roy pulls out his gun, and
Shoots Rocky.
I'm trying to remember, have you used any ammunition previously?
I don't
In a
have any
different dream?
flares. I've used 4. I have
Oddly enough,
eight.
you have full ammunition.
Sweet.
Very
I
strange.
do
So
know
you
that
pull out your
shooting
gun,
gasoline doesn't ignite it. It's a spark, not the
and
impact and the fumes. Okay.
and what are you shooting exactly?
In just the general direction of the fumes.
Well, I mean, it's a septic tank with a padlock.
Well, I'll shoot at the lock then.
There you go. Go ahead and give me a firearms roll.
I'm going to check my
Pow, pow,
mints.
pow.
You might want to
See if
stand
they're
back,
refilled.
depending on...
I needed a 53. I got a 76. That's a
So
fail.
a bullet launches itself into the dirt next to the septic tank.
You do realize that if you hit that padlock and it sparks, the fumes from the gasoline might ignite.
And there are no consequences.
I
Except
think
for all the
Rocky's
gas
figured
would
out
burn
that there
up.
might be.
This
We'll
is
take a couple
Roy's
of very
world.
large step back. Be like, okay, continue.
I match Rocky.
If you would like to hit the padlock, you can always do aim, which gets you a bonus die.
Or walk right up to
Sure,
it and put the
I'll
gun
aim.
right to the padlock.
So go ahead and give me another firearms roll, and then roll d10.
I needed a 53. I got a 22. That's a hard, and then
Okay.
I'll roll a
I
d10.
mean,
you
you
can
technically could
improve
make
that?
it better, so give it the D10 anyway.
6.
Nope.
So
Nope.
still
So,
just a hard.
yep, you
so.
strike the padlock, and it explodes. Not literally, but the padlock is shattered and is thrown away a few feet from the hatch.
I was kind of hoping for a boom, but okay, it's open.
No
Yeah,
boom.
you and
Yeah,
me both.
unexpected, no boom.
The padlock was shaped like a phone, so
What's the point of this dreamscape if I can't even live my dreams out?
Maybe you
Well,
need
it's
more
more
power.
built around your unconscious memory than it is.
and he might not be controlling it, Rocky, as
Yeah,
much as we
true.
thought.
True.
It might be just plucked right up and placed right down in whatever memory they want us to be in.
I would
It
say
wants
I'm
us to
not
be in.
controlling it. I mean, if I can't burn the woods down and I can't blow up the septic tank, it doesn't really seem like me.
Right?
So the padlock's off.
I'll go open the hatch.
And inside you see it is completely filled with a dark, scummy looking liquid that reeks of gasoline.
Push him in.
Well, I found
Surprise,
our gas.
motherfucker!
And as you remember last time, the septic tank was completely empty. It's where Marlene was.
Okay, so let's run this. I remember the gas getting poured in, and she's not in here. So that's two separate things. That's two separate time frames of memory.
Like I said, now that we know there's some degree of outside interference, who knows what's yours and what's planted by your friend.
Your friend.
I was going to say, it might be your friend, Rocky.
Oh, he's not a friend. I don't
Oh.
want to fuck all to do with him.
Your pal, then.
An acquaintance.
I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm not your pal guy.
Your turn, Gabe.
No, I'm not Canadian.
But it's role playing. Get it?
Okay, well, I feel like, why don't we just go find her then? I mean, we can't die, really.
Yes.
She just wants a smooch.
All right. I'm gonna slowly pull my sickle out just to be ready.
All
right.
right, hold on. And I'm going to jog back to the cabin and grab the bottle of Campari and then jog back to the septic tank.
By the time you get back, it's empty. Oh,
I win.
All right, fill this up.
Zip.
With?
Gasoline. We're making a Molotov. Come on, she's weak to fire. You knew this.
Okay. And I'll go wading around in the gas and just get it all over
Or you
myself.
can just dip the bottle in.
It's a septic tank.
Dip
You
your
can't lean
bottle
down.
in it.
yeah, actually, it's filled completely up to the top of the hatch, so you can easily dip your hand down in and just fill the bottle. The odd thing is, it certainly doesn't look like gasoline. It's
Oh,
a
boy.
thick, black, scummy liquid, but it doesn't look anything like. It smells like it, but it doesn't look like it.
All right. Well, I'll fill the bottle up, and then I'll rub my hand on Rocky's jacket to wipe it off.
Nice.
It smells
Yeah.
nice.
Well, that doesn't look like gasoline. Pour some out on the ground over here.
Okay.
I'm just going to clear out a spot in the dirt.
Okay.
I'll pour some and then I'll take a swig.
As he pours it out, I'm going to pull out my Zippo lighter, and I'm going to click it on, and I'm going to kind of poke at it to see if it burns like gasoline would burn.
It does not.
It doesn't taste like gas either.
No, it actually tastes like just dirty water. But it certainly
there goes
smells
that
like
theory.
gas.
Well,
Well, I guess she's got to be weak to guns and stuff too.
Well, actually, no. That didn't go so well last time.
Yeah, well,
Rocky, you said she killed you last time. How were you alive?
Oh, the back to life thing. Yeah, see, apparently that was part of the deal that came with the whole extra dimensional entity that's now hunting me thing.
Oh,
I don't understand how
Okay.
it works. I just know that it does.
okay. So we don't have any gas, which sounds like her only weakness.
Well, fire, but you know, I have a lighter.
Oh, go chase her around with that lighter a bit. Yeah?
Well, actually, last time Jack chucked it at her and
The lighter?
hit her.
Can we-
Yeah, no, lit the lighter, chucked it at her. Oof. It was
Can
quite
we-
spectacular.
burn down the shed.
Well, I mean, we used the gasoline for that too, so.
Well, I mean, it's probably pretty dry wood. Been here a while.
Although I guess when you think about it, she might not be. The goal is to find the gem, right?
I would
Yeah.
imagine she has it if it's not. I guess if we want to go swimming in the septic tank, not it.
It's
And
I
from,
mean,
from the woods.
oh, shut up! We'll get to you in good time. You're so annoying.
Hey guys, what is this? I pick up the gem.
Oh, that's what we're looking for. How can we
Oh, shit.
And we teleport out. Now we're in Fraggle Rock.
on a Bagel Rock?
Hey, Rocky, just go give her a kiss.
Maybe that's it. She's been telling us the whole time how to get out of here. She likes Hershey Kisses. Sponsor us, Hershey.
Hashtag still not sponsored.
Oh. Sad.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, the only two places that this gem could be is at the bottom of all that water or
Mhm.
on her person
Or in her person.
or in the doe carcass, but I figure that's like that's the least
That
likely.
should be the first thing to check because it's the
You know,
least
I'm
threatening.
I'm getting the sinking sensation that we're going to have to kill her again.
Can we light the doe on fire and throw it at her?
Maybe we can dismantle the cabin to make a trebuchet, and then we'll light the deer on fire, and we'll use the trebuchet to fling it at her. I mean, the trebuchet is the superior siege weapon.
I have a theory.
Yeah.
The reason why we smell the gas, but that it's not in the septic tank, is that she might be doused in it because that's what you remembered.
It's a good point. All right, let's
Yeah.
go.
How else would we smell the gas?
That is a good point, Pippa. Well played.
Thanks. I'm going
Look
back
who's,
to the
look
cabin.
who's investigating who now.
The who?
Wasn't that an
Wait.
AC/DC song?
Do we have one lighter between the three
Maybe.
of us? Let me see
Yes,
what I
I
have.
have my Zippo.
I started digging around to see if I have anything. I've got a condom. I've got some mints, a nightcap.
I very distinctly remember putting a flare gun in my pocket with 10 flares.
Well,
Yeah,
you
but you
see,
lit
we're in the
4 of
dream
them off
world,
in your
so if you
pocket.
just keep remembering that there's a flare in your pocket, there's one there every time. It's this really great.
Oh, shit.
This, you know, ammo dealers hate this one trick.
Ammo dealers hate him. Alright, well, I figure we just, you know what? I'm liking this idea. I mean, worst case scenario, we try the deer thing.
Could we make some torches or something? Is there any fabric or anything we can rip up and...
Phil, you don't have anything? I mean, the fabric wouldn't burn all that well on its own without some
Is
sort
there-
of accelerant,
Is there any,
though.
like, oil in the The cabin? We didn't really look at any of the cabinets or anything.
What?
I
It's covered in
searched
blood. Tom.
before, and there's nothing there. Nothing other than the pills, unless we want to try and
here.
force feed her strange medication, or unless somebody wants to try and take them.
Pippa, you want to die? Go take one.
No, I'm good now. After watching it, I'm all right. I'm good.
Well, I mean, it's a red pill and a blue pill. It says eat me. So we're somewhere between Alice in Wonderland and the Matrix. What could possibly go wrong?
So did the guy on the highway last week, but I didn't.
Well, life is a highway.
I'm really living off of this theory that she's doused in it. So
Well, we
I'm
still
ready.
need a flame.
Hunting go.
other than
We got
one light.
guns.
Okay, I don't.
Okay.
You have a sickle.
Pippa pulls
Fire!
out,
Find a rock.
Pippa pulls out the sickle.
It'd be like this.
Find a rock and beat the sickle on a rock until it sparks.
Ooh.
Easy.
Remember, mental note: add flint and steel to my pockets.
And that's how we make Fraggle Rock.
Down in Fraggle Rock.
Oh,
Well, if we have one lighter and we can't come up with a way to light it, make a homemade torch for each of us, I guess we follow the one person who has the one lighter and hope for the best.
He already died, so who cares if he does it again?
I don't want to die,
I just said he.
and I have
You
nothing to
listen.
protect myself once he dies again.
You have a
well, if I
sickle.
die, you can have my gun.
And
Actually,
his
I'll probably
lighter.
just come back, so that's not really.
I need to start carrying a lighter
Or a gun.
or a creme brulee
Or a
torch.
gun lighter.
Yeah.
Look, if there's no other ideas,
Click.
For once, and I hate to say this, I agree with Roy. I think going after her at this point is our best bet.
Let's do it. Let's go.
all right, hit the woods. Rocky, you lead. You got the flame.
Carry the flame. Well,
Ready or not, here I come. And I'm going to start walking into the woods towards where I
Gimme
heard the
kisses.
kisses.
it doesn't take long to find the source of the voice. 100 yards into the barricade of towering pines, you enter a clearing where a man stands in front of the entrance to an underground den. The dark hole behind him, enormous and foreboding. Although you never met the man, you recognize his features from photos. It is Clyde Bauman, former Delta Green agent and formerly dead. Please, he implores. She's my wife. I didn't mean for this to happen. I just wanted her to be with me forever. Leave us in peace, for our children's sake.
Well, if you happen to have a black gemstone, I'd be more than happy to do that. Otherwise, please step to the side, sir.
I'm sorry. I can't let you pass. She's all I have.
She's not herself anymore. I mean, you've seen her. Is that really what she would have wanted? Is that what she would have wanted from you? For herself?
I know I should have left things be, but I missed her so much. And he puts his hand in his hands and starts weeping openly. Even as the dark, monstrous shadow looms from behind him. Marlene, in all her glory, slightly different than you remember her. But I'll go ahead and show you a photo.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Spider.
Yeah, and actually,
That's spicy.
I need everyone to make. Well, actually, okay,
Psychology roll?
let me continue. Marlene, emerges from the den, her jaw unhinging as she leans forward and places her jaws almost gently, lovingly around her husband's head and wrenches it from his body. Blood spurting from the neck, and she spits his head to the side where it rolls onto the pine-laden ground and roars, "Kisses!" I'm going to need everybody to make a spot hidden and a sanity roll.
Failed the spot hidden roll.
I needed a 45. I rolled a
Spectacularly.
62.
I needed a 79. I got a 75.
The other way around.
I needed a 66. I rolled a 69.
Nice.
Yeah.
As far as spot hidden goes, do you all want to let that stand, or would you
my
like
God,
to spend
somebody
any
needs to
luck?
Oh,
do
God,
it.
no. I'm spending the 3 points of luck.
Yes, thank you.
So
Puts me at 43, by the way.
Rocky will spend luck to increase his spot hidden to a success. Go ahead and give me a sanity roll.
I needed a 61. I rolled a 54. That is a success.
I needed a 41. I got a 33. My first success sanity roll of all time.
I needed a 63. I rolled a 39. That's also a success.
Nicely done. So each of you will take one sanity point
Which one?
as you are taken
Cool, I'm at
aback
62.
by this gore-soaked tableau that just happened in front of you.
Boo, the movies did it better.
And as Marlene emerges to confront her new visitors, Rocky tried to... What was so shocked by Clyde's death that he fixated on that head, the decapitated head, where his facial features are stuck, contorted, frozen in fear and surprise, and yet somehow the tears still streaming out of the eyes. But something dark and glittering sparkles from the neck stump. Seems like a familiar gemstone.
Bollocks.
No neck.
Tune in next time as we play another reel of the Lovecraft Tapes.
Be
Hey guys,
real.
reactions?
Bollocks.
No neck. Whew. This is actually for me as a player to go through and like re-experience it from a character standpoint who has never had a part in any of this. It's fun. I really like that. I'm really nervous about where this is going to go. I think we might be stuck in here until we can either rip our way out or find a loophole of some kind. But it's not looking good right now. The loophole was the hole in Rocky's head, and that didn't work. So
I think that we're going to have to face everything we faced to get
Boss rush?
gems.
up
Boss
to our current,
Mothra?
yeah.
Mothra.
It's
Which
all
is
hail the
cool.
Mothman.
I think it's very fun to take such a nonchalant attitude because I've already seen it before.
Mothra, yeah, it's good.
I'm kind of doing the same thing.
Not me.
You've never seen it before.
I know. I don't like this nonchalant shit.
I shot myself.
All right. Awesome, guys. Okay, well, let's proceed with our hashtag recommendos, where we share some of our geeky obsessions. Please roll D100.
boy.
I rolled an 8. Brian
I
rolled
got
an
an 81.
87. Matt rolled a 39.
I rolled a 39.
And Gabe rolled an 81. Is that right?
Yep.
Brian, start us off, please.
Okay.
Brian!
First off, if anybody has known about these and just never told me the entire time I've been alive, I'm going to find you and I'm going to kill you. Because I have a certain set of goody cord organizers for all of your appliances. I came across these just looking at Amazon's deal of the day thing that they have. Today's deals, whatever that is. These are the silliest things, but the most helpful in my kitchen. I have like the mixer and the blender and the toaster and all the individual things that do individual things. And they all have those thick black cords on them that when I try to store, they all fling out and the cord drops down and you can't shut your cupboard. These are little tiny tabs made by Goody, Goodi is the company. I'm sure other companies, but this is what I purchased. That have an adhesive tab on the back and it sticks to anywhere you'd like on your appliance, and you can wrap your cord around it and then it clicks in so your cord is organized when you're done using your appliance, and you can put it away and it doesn't fling out everywhere. So I got 2 of them to try them. And the toaster was the hardest thing for me. I've got a 4-slice toaster from KitchenAid, and it is the best toaster I've ever used, thanks to my brother. But the cord is permanently connected, so it's really thick because obviously it's a nice toaster. It would nowhere where I put it, the cord would fling out, and I couldn't shut the cupboard, or it'd get caught on stuff when you're trying to move stuff around. So just using that after 2 times. I bought the rest for all the rest of the appliances that I have. So it's something really silly, and you don't even think about it, but it really makes a big difference in the kitchen if you're trying to organize and trying to be clean. So check it out on Amazon. It's called the cord organizer for your appliances. That's what they call it, but it's made by Goody is the company, Goodi. And they're cheap. I think you get 4 of them for $6.
Nice.
So
Cool.
Heavy duty plastic that you can wrap your cords around.
I just love the idea of Brian screaming in his kitchen, "Get these motherfucking cords off my motherfucking plane!"
You don't realize, but I have a system where you can put it. We call it a lazy Susan here, but it's a device that's under the cabinet storage, and it actually rotates and spins around underneath the cabinet, so you can store a bunch of stuff in the back. Well, with the freaking cords all hanging down, they'd all get caught, and I'd have to get on my hands and knees and climb in there to get the cords untangled so it could actually spin around so I could get the damn toaster out.
Nice.
So, and see.
Cool. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate that. And Gabe, you're up next.
Hi. I got a wrestling company for you. In a world right now where 2 bastard companies came in and basically nuked the entire independent scene, homogenizing the entire industry, so you can only see 2 styles of wrestling, both of which I think are fairly boring. Japan is somewhere to look. Japan and Mexico and England are the 3 places you can look that I think you'll find fairly interesting independent wrestling. So today I'll be recommending, it's an older one, but they're still kicking it, Dragon Gate Wrestling. Founded by Ultimo Dragon, it really focuses on a more sort of strong style, but also with good athleticism. It's just really hard hitting. It's been around for, I think, 2004, 2005, that era. They had some expansion in the U.S. They have a partnership with Major League Wrestling, which I think, isn't great, but it's a fair talent. They got some fair talent sharing. It's just kind of underground. It's like the B League. These are guys who in Japan were never superstars. They didn't never really make it to America, but they were all great hands and they put on great matches. This is all about the matches. I mean, it's all about the athleticism of these guys and what they can do. one of the best things I think Dragon Gate ever did is Dragon Gate Next, which is it's like a focus on their recent dojo graduates, which I think is a cool thing. I think that's something that I've always been interested in, is just the new guys, see how they developed and what they're looking like when they're fresh. And I think that their focus on that was really good. Um, so, if you're just looking for something different, I mean, it's really hard right now. A lot of the wrestling industry is getting tied up into these two juggernaut companies that are completely destroying the industry, despite the fact that they claim that's not what they want to do. So you gotta really look now. And I know Dragon Gate's been around forever. It's never been my favorite, but lately it's really been providing something different, and that's all I can look for. So check out Dragon Gate Wrestling. They have their own network where you can see things. It's in Japanese though, so that might be tough for some people, but it's really good.
Cool.
Great. Thank you, Gabe. Appreciate that. And Matt, you're up next.
Oh, goody.
No, I did goody.
Oh,
You can't do goody. He did a
balls.
goody.
My good.
Bollocks.
No, neck.
There you go. So I got a new game that's actually a fairly recent release this time. If you dig back into the archives, and I mean way back, at one point I recommended a game called 2 Point Hospital, billed as like a spiritual successor to Theme Hospital. Well, the company that made 2 Point Hospital is back at it, this time with a new game, same universe, different premise, 2 Point Campus. And this one, instead of building and running your own healthcare facility, you're building and running a university. So that means you are constructing buildings, you're setting up classrooms, you're building, dorm rooms for your students. You have to, have cafeterias for them to eat in. You have to have entertainment to keep them happy. You need libraries so they can study. And it becomes this building management thing where you're trying to keep your students happy so that they do well, because their performance is tied to how much money you make. And then you have to keep your teachers happy so that they teach well, so that the kids get good grades to, again, keep up your money. And it becomes this really cool balancing act of, building out your university and starting to offer more courses so you attract more students, so you get more tuition, so you can improve your campus some more. It's really fun. It's really wacky. It's not, teaching math and science. You're teaching, jousting. There's a night school, KNIGHT school.
Oh, yeah.
So you're teaching things like horse riding and jousting and armor. And there's their own culinary school where you're not just, making a burger or a pie. You're making a comically oversized pie with all of your classmates. The classes are unique and fun. The gameplay is really well thought out. This is clearly not their first rodeo. They know their formula and they know it well, and they execute it really well. So if you're like me and you like, management building sim kind of games, go ahead and give 2 Point Campus a shout, because it's a really good time, especially if you're into something. It's a little more laid back than most. So if you're looking for something that's just the right amount of attention needed, it's definitely 2 Point Campus.
Cool. Thank you, Matthew. And I'll close this out here with my recommendo. Now, I don't often recommend other podcasts because, frankly, I only have a core number of shows that I listen to due to time constraints. I mean, I'm writing, producing, recording, and editing my own podcasts, right? But I'll usually squeeze in an hour on the treadmill where I can catch up on episodes and occasionally try a new one. Well, thanks to our ambassador, Chiru, who recently attended Necronomicon in Providence, Rhode Island, I am now aware of PVD Horror Podcast. 3 fellow geeks in Rhode Island who love to chat about horror in all its glorious forms. I love their laid-back, informal, conversational style, digging into the nitty-gritty of their likes and dislikes, and commenting on the state of our beloved genre. They often invite guests onto their show to chat about gory flicks, and I've even picked up some recommendos from them that I've never heard about. In that respect, they remind me of the formative days of the Screamcast with Sean, Stephanie, Brad, and Mike, where I was taking notes during every episode to fill my watch list with cult movies. So if you dig scary stuff like I do and just want to hang out with some cool guys shooting the shit but injecting humor, heart, and intelligence into their POV, check out PVD Horror Podcast. Good guys.
Very cool.
Yeah. I was trying to think of there was the Boxer's
nice.
Omen is one that they recommended from 1983, I think, which I think is a Shaw Brothers. So there's going to be some kung fu as well as supernatural scary stuff and really cool lighting. So I'm looking forward to digging that one out.
Beauty.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's it for this episode of Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our hashtag recommendos and social media channels, including Reddit, YouTube, and our Discord server, where you can chat with us in real time. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And even though you already saw me kill myself once, if you want to see me do it again, it's not going to happen. I'm losing stuff here. It might happen by accident. You know what? Just hit me up on Twitter at The Real Weird Kid. We'll keep you up to date. It's fine.
And if you want to suggest things for me to do in my new consequenceless existence, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
And I expect a full review of the best creme brulee torches, so I'll know what to purchase next time. And send me those reviews at Brian Podcasts.
Until next time, roll for Campari.
Sponsor us, Campari.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching along on YouTube and
Thanks
Twitch.
for stopping
Appreciate
by.
the tips and chat. Yeah, we'll try to stop dying.
I'll stop
Just
dying
the
when I
tips.
damn well feel like not dying. Damn it.
Exactly. All right. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Good night.